Disclaimer. This video is created for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Love, peace, and life, family. Welcome to a brand new episode of the iZone. Today on the menu, we got some mind-bending, mysterious TikToks they don't want you to see. But before we get into that, if you're not tapped in with the family, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You could be rocking out with me and the family. Family, I definitely appreciate every last one of you. Even the people who complain, I appreciate you too, because every click counts around here. But anyway, family, this video today is a quick one, family. Let's enjoy this video. The video after that gonna be a banger, banger, banger. Trust me. But anyway, let's get straight into these bangers.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad for every single one of y'all hating on this motherfucker right here. Cause can't nobody say nothing negative about you cause you alchemize it into something positive. Oh, they say you spam the same tricks over and over again? Fuck it. We gonna make a new style called button mashing. That's how you do this shit, bro. Because nobody can say anything negative about you cause you don't allow it to exist within your energetic space. Any negative narrative motherfuckers paint about you, you alchemizing it into something that you could coin as your own. You taking that negativity and turning it into something that you can add to your own swag, that you could cultivate more of your own legacy, because the hate never mattered when you tapped in with the Most High. Because motherfuckers hated Jesus too, till they realized who he was. And that's why can't no negativity beat you, because you cancel that shit out with your positive energies. And motherfuckers can see that too, bro, because they be talking so much ish. They got so much to say, but you be sitting there so unmoved because you understand and you know how to take that power back and don't allow them the satisfaction of seeing you bothered by what they have to say.
Oh, you looking for that negative reaction, huh? Wow. Well, guess what? Not over here. Not over here. We don't feed into the negativity. We're gonna transform that negativity into positive energy. And that's what we're gonna keep doing.
Pretty thick in it right now, y'all.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Damn. I'm hearing this happens often on the trails. I don't know where these trails at, but I'm thinking like Wyoming or something. Them big parks. Insane, diabolical.
Oh my. AI に感情があるなんておかしい。
Family, this lady just got married to an AI. Diabolical. Super NPC. Super duper NPC. This is what's going on right now? Boy, listen, it's gonna get worse, I guess. She must be the first one who got married to AI, and she was crying, putting a ring on the phone. Diabolical. You are an NPC. Facts.
Hey, can I get your number?
No!
Hey, twin, remember, there's plenty more fish in the sea.
Are you as stupid as a fucking lake?
I don't know if you guys were, but there was a rocket launch, and apparently the rocket exploded, and there was debris in the area between us and Miami, which basically covers our entire airspace, so I need to keep all the aircraft clear of that area because of the debris.
I guess you guys didn't get to spray the sky early enough so nobody can see it.
Zone. Yeah.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
Straight diabolical.
Yeah. I don't say too much. My presence does the opposite. Diabolical.
The
They don't really see me clear, that's
no
impossible.
Cause I'm
Diabolical.
sure all those people ain't paid.
Or allowed even when I'm in audible.
Seriously.
Diabolical, diabolical, diabolical. I don't need approval, I'm unstoppable. I don't compete, I define a pace. Same face, new level, high space. They talk big, but they vibrate low. I just watch how the universe make room when
The fastest way to level up in life is not about who you surround yourself with, but it's about who you remove from your circle. Now, for your peace, your growth, and for your future, you're gonna want to stay far away from these people. Stay away from the constant complainer. They will drain your energy and make every blessing feel like a burden. Get rid of that jealous friend. They clap when you fail and go silent when you win. Remove that bold-faced liar. If they can lie to others effortlessly, they'll lie to you too. Stay away from that energy vampire. Always taking, never giving. After a conversation with them, you always feel empty and drained, never full. Stay the hell away from that excuse maker. They'll justify every failure and drag you right down with them. Stay away from the gossip. If they talk about everybody else to you, then trust me, they talk about you to everyone else. Stay away from that enabler of bad habits. They'll hand you that drink when you trying to stay sober, or they'll distract you while you chasing your goals. Get rid of that manipulator. They only call you when they need something and disguise it as love. Get rid of that victim. They never take accountability. Stay away from that control freak. They want to run your life because they lost control of their own. Stay the hell away from that negative Nancy. No matter what you say, they'll find the downside. That opportunist. They show up when it benefits them and disappear when you need them. Stay away from the non-dreamer. They don't even believe in themselves, so they'll never believe in you. Get rid of that one who never celebrates you. If your wins don't even matter to them, then neither does your growth. Stay the hell away from that narcissist. They do not care how you feel, only how you serve them. Stay the hell away from that secret hater. They act like they support you, but deep down, they really hope you fail. Just keep that in mind.
Family, my man was speaking straight fire, and he was speaking with command. If you felt that, drop it down below.
Look, it's about to be 2026. If you still showing veneration of street culture, you're an enemy, an agent provocateur to your people, because that old paradigm in itself was built on survival. It wasn't built on evolution. In order to reverberate the culture, you must shift your mindset. But the vast majority of people on the planet are mentally fractured and spiritually broken. Broken so much to the point where the afflictive detriment is what created broken households and trauma, which is basically the recipe for a street nigga, which is why you gotta heal. Much gratitude and salute to everybody who is denouncing gang culture. Now it's time for the women to do the same thing, because y'all gave all y'all good years to street niggas and then have the audacity to ask where all the good men are at. You passed him up. You passed up the man that was into books. You passed up the man that was into science. You passed up the man that had a veneration for knowledge for a street nigga who's in jail. Come to intelligent women, they don't want a man who's respected in the streets. They want a man who's respected because of his brain power. Because the streets do not produce husbands. It produces generational curses. Based on my logical assertions, when it comes to people like Adam 22, Whack 100, and Blueface, they all have a credence for gang culture. Why? Because they're connected to the industry, and the industry has to pay the people on Wall Street. So if you don't have enough niggas going to jail, the economic system is going to be manipulated. So that basically caters to the same ideology of what took place in the 1980s, where they had a secret meeting, the executives and the CEOs, to push gangster rap because there wasn't enough prisons, being filled up. With that being said, we must bring shame back to our culture. Banish anybody who is pushing street culture, because that shit is dead.
Family, there's a big movement going on right now. Things are changing so fast, like I said the last video. The movement is called Fuck the Streets. You got Pooh Shiesty, G Herbo, and a few other rappers saying fuck the streets. We need change. We need change, family. We need to get back to the kings that we were. All the violence is detrimental to the community. It's a virus. We need to get rid of it. And the people are finally listening right now. We screaming fuck the streets. We need corporate buildings. We need businesses. Most of all, we need land and farms. We can't let corporate own everything.
Bro, I just woke up, but let me tell y'all something. You know why we saying fuck the streets, bro? Have y'all not seen the fake UPS story that just dropped, bro? This is why niggas saying fuck the streets, gang. Because why the fuck is you murdering innocent people, gang? Why are you even, this is what y'all okay with in the streets? Nah, bro, fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. Killing people, parents and siblings in front of other siblings, little kids, gang. Nah, bro, y'all got shit so fucked up. I just woke up, I don't give a fuck how I look, bro. Y'all got me so fucked up right now, bro. And I ain't even no street nigga, bro. I grew up in the hood, but I'm not no street nigga, bro. A lot of y'all got shit so fucked up and confused. Just cause you from the hood don't mean that you gotta be a street nigga, gang. It does not mean you gotta be that, gang. A lot of y'all niggas is crazy, bro. But you can choose whoever you want to be in this life, gang. And that's who you want to be. That's who the fuck you want to be.
Salute to that brother. He's preaching the same thing. Did you guys see the video of the fake UPS guys? Man, that thing is so sad. Extremely sad. Diabolically sad. Monstrous diabolical. It's the worst of the worst. They just took us 100 steps back with that one. I can't even play the videos for y'all. We need to do better as the masses. Not just one group, everybody needs to do better.
You might not know the context of this clip, but a lot of people were concerned about what was going to happen in September of 2026, just because the vibe here feels off. And if you're one of those people that feels like the vibe is off here, then you're correct. The man seen here is Taleb al-Abdul Mohsen, the man accused of the 2024 Magdeburg Christmas market attack that took place in Germany. At the hearing for this alleged crime, which by the way he did admit to, he held up the laptop with a time frame, September of 2026. So a lot of people were worried that another attack was going to take place during this time. Now, while Taleb did not exactly clarify what he meant by this, we can assume that because of his extremely far-right ideology and Islamophobic views, he's probably referencing the 2026 Saxony-Anhalt election with a party called AfD, an extremely far-right party, hopefully winning in his eyes. So probably not an attack. In terms of the trial, we'll see what happens from here on out, but again, he admitted to being the person that was driving the car, so I don't really see a way out.
If you're planning on celebrating New Year's Eve, such as a place like Times Square or where you live, you may want to check with your city or state. Why? Because many of them are starting to pull back on their New Year's Eve celebrations. And why do I say that? Because most cities are very concerned over the possibility of a terror attack. And according to the Washington Times, Paris, Hong Kong, and other major cities are canceling or changing their New Year's Eve plans. The article also lists additional cities that have either altered or canceled their New Year's celebration over security concerns. And there's also rumor circulating that New York City itself will have the deepest and strictest regulations of any of the cities that are adjusting for New Year's Eve. And of course, New York City always does it well and always has the best security, and compliments go out to the NYPD for making sure that everyone is safe and enjoys the ball dropping at the strike of midnight. And a lot of this is stemming, if you recall the video that I did regarding the 4 terror suspects that were arrested and charged with attempted terror acts on New Year's Eve in Los Angeles. There is also reports that their plans were not just Los Angeles, but other major cities as well. And if you're from the New York tri-state area, you know that New York is always a target for something. And we're very fortunate that we have some of the best police departments in the world here. That includes Nassau, Suffolk, and the NYPD. Jersey PD, Port Authority PD, you name it. Everyone put together does a fantastic job protecting everyone in this city, and we thank you for it. And keep it in the back of your mind, this is all alleged at this point. Why am I bringing this to you? Because of this article that I read in the Washington Times, where it stated how other major cities all around the world have either scaled back or canceled their New Year's Eve celebrations, all due to security concerns. So the one thing you could do is remember to be vigilant. See something, say something. Keep your head on a swivel and be aware of your surroundings. And to everyone out there, have a safe, healthy, happy 2026.
Family, the last clip when that man held up that laptop and said 2026, he's a terrorist. What the hell y'all mean? What the hell do you think that meant?
Game over.
Keep your head on a swivel. These people are out and they malicious. These people are out there hurt a lot of people. Not just one person, not just 2 person, a mass of people.
Hey, you know what y'all need to do? Start calling out them fake ass family members who talk behind your back but can't say shit to your face. Y'all need to start calling out them fake ass family members who always got something to say behind your back, but when they see you, they ass be so motherfucking quiet because they don't went out here and done said all this shit. Then you don't even fuck with them. It's like, do you even fucking exist? Do you even fucking exist to me? No, the fuck you don't exist. You don't even fucking exist to me. When I'm not even in your world, you're not even a fucking thought of mine. And that's why I don't go out my way no more to fuck with these fake ass individuals.
In a family, God don't pluck the whole family. He may pluck one person out of a whole family. And when he plucks you, the rest of the family say, oh, the nigga done went crazy. And they turn their back on you, but you don't care. That's when you know you're born for something. When you can walk out and don't care what people say. Don't care what they do. You found what you've been looking for, and I'm dead on course now. That don't mean there's not ups and downs. That doesn't mean there's not disappointments. But what it does mean, you have found what you were born for. Yes, sir. And if you turn your back on what you're born for, then God begin to whip you until you get your act together, because he's not gonna let you go until you do what you're born to do.
Family, vibrate high and keep doing what you do. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Anything else after that, miss me with it. Even your family members negative energy vampires. Just because they family, that don't mean they 100. All right? You have to understand that, family. Blood is thicker than water, but you can see through water. You can't see through blood.
Nah, this is crazy right here. This is crazy. God damn.
That a meetup?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh,
God,
hell no.
Popping out here.
Yo.
What the fuck?
Family, that was the Matrix land. That was all fiends. Diabolical. They took over that whole sidewalk. Man, society is down bad.
But something you'll notice about all these places, they're empty. And that seems to be the most unsettling aspect of all. These spaces are transitional because they're in between places, not meant for anyone to stay very long. But they're still meant for people. Yet these sit empty, waiting to fulfill their use, waiting for people that in some cases never arrive. Now, all of us from time to time stumble into a liminal space, a supermarket in the middle of the night, an empty office, an amusement park off-season. What if you woke up one day and the entire world was deserted, and every space was a liminal space? TikTok has no shortage of quote-unquote time travel accounts. Some are entertaining, but they're mostly just goofy. But one account stands out from the rest. Javier, a Spanish creator whose account is Único Sobreviviente, which means...
Only survivor.
Oh, you speak Spanish now?
Entiendo algunas palabras.
Well, this account...
Yo no diría que soy un experto.
Okay, I get it. Do you mind if I...
No hay problema, amigo.
Well, this account is unique because he posts actual videos of deserted department stores, supermarkets, even entire football stadiums. Javier woke up in a hospital in Valencia on February 13th, 2027, and claims to be in an alternative universe. Apparently, at some point in the near future, every human on Earth just disappears. He said that when he woke up, he couldn't remember his name or where he lived. He went outside and everyone was just gone. Everything appeared just like 2021, but electronic devices showed 2027. Now, his videos are fascinating, and I'll link to his account down below. And when you're watching, remember that Valencia has a population of over 800,000 people, and the surrounding area has almost 2 million people. And despite Valencia being a big city, there are no people in these videos. He goes to random apartments. But something you'll notice about all these places, they're empty. And that seems to be the most unsettling aspect of all. These spaces are transitional because they're in between places, not meant for anyone to stay very long. But they're still meant for people. Yet these sit empty, waiting to fulfill their use, waiting for people that in some cases never arrive. Now, all of us from time to time stumble into a liminal space, a supermarket in the middle of the night, an empty office, an amusement park off-season. But what if you woke up one day and the entire world was deserted, and every space was a liminal space? TikTok has no shortage of quote-unquote time travel accounts. Some are entertaining, but they're mostly just goofy. But one account stands out from the rest. Javier, a Spanish creator whose account is Único Sobreviviente, which means...
Only survivor.
Oh, you speak Spanish now?
Entiendo algunas palabras.
Well, this account...
No diría que soy un experto.
Okay, I get it. Do you mind if I...
No hay problema, amigo.
Well, this account is unique because he posts actual videos of deserted department stores, supermarkets, even entire football stadiums. Javier woke up in a hospital in Valencia on February 13th, 2027, and claims to be in an alternative universe. Apparently, at some point in the near future, every human on Earth just disappears. He said that when he woke up, he couldn't remember his name or where he lived. He went outside and everyone was just gone. Everything appeared just like 2021, but electronic devices showed 2027. Now, his videos are fascinating, and I'll link to his account down below. And when you're watching, remember that Valencia has a population of over 800,000 people, and the surrounding area has almost 2 million people.
Word.
And despite Valencia being a big city, there are no people in these videos. He goes to random apartments.
Bro, the real deal.
He crashes at exclusive hotels.
No money on spending.
He accepts challenges to go to places that most people can't go. Fire and police departments. He even steals a few police cars. He goes to a military base. Some skeptics claim he's recording all this early in the morning. He responds by recording himself walking by public signs with a time on them. And there aren't many TikTokers who can reprogram a public digital sign. He's challenged to go to a hospital, not an old deserted one, an actual modern hospital, and he does it. A lot of the places he visits do have off hours, but hospitals are full of people 24/7, but not these. Javier also claims our two worlds are connected. He's able to interact with objects in his world, which affects objects here. For example, a Spanish television show challenged Javier by leaving a book hidden on their set and told him to find it and move it. He did.
Te reto a que vengas aquí, al hormiguero. Aquí siempre hay gente trabajando a todas horas, desde por la mañana hasta por la noche, tenemos seguridad 24 horas, así que es imposible que nadie pueda entrar. Mi reto es el siguiente. Voy a colocar mi libro. Oh my God. Mira, voy a meter el libro aquí, lo escondo, y tú vienes y lo coges, ¿vale? Aquí viene. Mira, ¿ves? ¡Pum! Ahí está. A ver si eres tan listo, lo consigues encontrar aquí en el hormiguero y me lo enseñas.
And when the studio went back to watch the security footage, you can see the open and close. And just for a quick moment, you see some kind of figure flash by.
Mira, mira, mira. Es que te lo digo que lo vas a flipar. Mira, 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 mira. ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay! ¡Míralo! ¡Míralo!
Bro, the real deal. Okay, bro is the real deal, family.
Mira. Viernes 13, viernes 21 a las 13:21.
Now, it would be terrifying to wake up alone in the world where every place you visit is a different liminal space. But worse than that would be waking up in a single liminal space that goes on forever. And that place has a name, the back rooms.
You know we gotta get the fire stuff. His own family.
Is an internet mystery that began like many internet mysteries do, on 4chan. Someone asked members to submit disquieting images that just feel off. An anonymous user posted this photograph. Everyone who saw the image agreed it was strangely familiar but unsettling, though nobody could explain why. Finally, a follow-up comment described it.
If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights, and maximum humbuzz. And approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you.
No clip?
Well, no clip is a video game term. When two objects overlap, that's clipping. No clipping means crossing boundaries in a game that you're not supposed to cross, and ending up in areas not meant for the player. The backrooms theory says it's possible to no-clip into a different reality adjacent to ours, a reality you're not meant to ever see. Remember, liminal spaces are transitional. You're not supposed to stay there very long. You instinctively want to get out, to move on. The backrooms are unnerving because you can't. It's an endless liminal space with no escape. Something about the backrooms connected with people, and an entire culture was organically developed around the concept. Completely community-driven, the backrooms has become crowdsourced IP with its own canon and lore, and there are now hundreds of levels of backrooms, each with their own stories, their own rules, inhabitants, objects, even hazards. Fans can contribute to the lore through a few different wikis, completely dedicated to the backrooms. Still, the backrooms lived in dark corners of the internet. What brought the concept to the mainstream was a series of short videos by a creator named Kane Parsons. Using an ingenious combination of live action and 3D animation wrapped in a low-tech package, these videos give us a glimpse of what being trapped in the back rooms would feel like. The videos also prove that liminal spaces are not a fringe theory. Millions of people have watched these. Clearly, the concept of liminality is universal. The video series begins with a group of kids shooting what looks like a student film in 1996. The camera operator suddenly no-clips through the ground and falls into the back rooms.
A little more. A little more.
You got it?
Yeah. That's
GG's.
It doesn't take long for us to realize that we're not alone in the back rooms. There's some entity aware of us and seems to follow us through the maze of empty yellow office space.
Hello?
Some moments are definitely scary, but even when not being outright terrifying, the entire series is unsettling. As you, through the eyes of the lost cameraman, explore the back rooms, you have a sense that you've been here before. I certainly have.
Let me know what you think about time traveling. Would you like to time travel into a world you the only person in? Would you like to fall into these back rooms and you the only person inside of there? Which one would you like? Personally, if I had to really pick, I'd pick the outside. I don't know about them back rooms. Claustrophobic, and plus it just looked wild scary, like the Predator or Alien gonna be chasing you down these hallways. I'm good with that.
Game over.
But anyway, family, I will definitely get the other parts for y'all, but let me know what y'all thought about that.
This lady was a witch until one night she realized she was working with demons. Play the video.
Because witchcraft is easy to do when you think, I'm working with universal energies, I'm working with spirit guides and, aliens maybe. But witchcraft is real hard to do when you realize I'm working in the demonic realm and they want to steal, kill, and destroy me. I remember that night, I'm going to bed and I see this dark figure and it's got a dark face, it's hunched over, it's in a red robe and a crown of thorns. And I think to myself, that's not Jesus. I've driven myself insane. I just need to go to bed and cool off on all this. Nothing in my mind thinks it's a demon because I don't believe in demons. And then I'm trying to lay down and go to bed and sleep paralysis comes over me again. Because this time I'm levitating about 4 feet out of my body. And I can't say I felt afraid or sad because it was this overwhelming sense of hopelessness. While I'm levitating outside my body, it's a sensation of I'm being ripped. I'm being ripped out and something's trying to come in. And I'm forced, as I'm outside of my body, to look to one side and I see my child getting horribly abused. And I can't look away, I can't close my eyes, I can do nothing, I'm paralyzed, I just have to watch. Like in slow motion, I'm turned to see the other side and it's my other child being graphically abused but in a different way. And I can do nothing but watch. And I know a couple things to be true in this moment, even though I'm totally paralyzed. I know that even though I don't believe in demons, I'm in the presence of the demonic right now. I know that I'm seeing the plan for myself and for my children. And something in me knew I needed to call on the name of Jesus. It couldn't be my obsidian rock, it couldn't be my spirit guides, it couldn't be my tarot, it couldn't be Krishna or oneness, or it only could be the name of Jesus. And I'm too paralyzed to pray. I can't. But I can get out in my head, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And the second I do, it's like two opposing forces meet. There's still that force that is ripping me out of my body, but there's this stronger, but somehow gentle, loving force that's slowly putting me back in. When I got back in, I knew two things to be true that would change my life. I knew that Jesus is Lord of everything. He is who he said he is. There is no, it's not source, it's Jesus, the one. And the second thing I knew to be absolutely true was the demonic insists and the darkness bows down to the name of Jesus. I saw it. I can't explain it, but I saw it.
What people don't understand is once you get into witchcraft, your kids will pay that burden. The karma will go to your kids. It doesn't matter. Her crying, seeing her kids go through these things, that's what it is. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it. Let me know what y'all thought about this lady's story.
The movie First Sunday, we had it all wrong. Actually, it's backwards. Watching this movie for the first time, you will assume that these dudes was wrong for robbing the church or the people in the church, but actually, they was doing the right thing. See, they wasn't the people who was doing wrong. It was the church or the people who's inside this building that was doing wrong. See, this ain't even no theory, bro. This is real life. The movie was never about a father doing whatever he can to make sure his son don't leave out of state. The movie was about exposing the church for being a business and the crooks that are in it. Just turn on the news. Look at what you see today. Churches getting raided. Pastors accused of stealing $500,000. Installing ATMs in the church and turning it into a business. These men do not represent pastors, but professional speakers of the Bible using the word of God as a gain of wealth. And the way you can tell is that there's no way a pastor or a preacher is going to have someone on the side of them promoting someone who promotes sin to the world. Pastors is supposed to shun evil, tell them what they doing is wrong, tell them about misleading the people is wrong. They not doing that. They being buddy-buddy with these people who promote sin to the world. So Ice Cube and his partner in crime is not the real thieves. It's the man in the middle who was clearly stealing from the church. Oh yeah, and don't forget about this man too. Pastor, deacon, preacher, whoever he was or whatever he was definitely stealing too. Listen.
Now Malachi 3 and verse 8, it asks a simple question. Will a man rob God?
Now this is a verse that preachers love to use to trick people into giving them money. And that same verse says that you will be cursed. So they make the people feel like they will be cursed if they don't give them money. According to the Bible, tithing was a requirement only for the 12 sons, the 12 tribes of Israel, to support the Levite priest. And it had nothing to do with no coins or money that they using today. It was crops, fruit, food. So will a man rob God was not talking about the people in the church. It was a requirement only for the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 sons. Teaching members to pay 10% of their income in tithing is false doctrine. That's not tithing, that's called extortion. And the reason these people are paying them and so many people don't know this because most of these people do not read the Bible for themselves. They go to church on Sunday to listen to one man read the Bible and spread truth and lies. There is no biblical law telling people to go to church every Sunday. The only reason you're going to church on Sundays is because you've been influenced by Constantine's Sunday law, which he made a law to rest on the vulnerable day of the sun because they worship a sun god. The seventh day is the Sabbath day. It was always the Saturday. He changed it from Saturday to Sunday to worship his sun god. That's why it's called Sunday. And this is why people was going to church on Sunday. And this is why till this day, people go to church on Sunday instead of Saturday, because people are influenced by the Roman Catholic Church and Christianity, which is mixed in with pagan beliefs. They go to church for prosperity reasons only. They only want to see what they can get from God versus what they can learn about him. They do all this singing and dancing, but can't tell you nothing about the Bible. Can't even tell you one commandment. And look how they disrespecting the communion. Look at what they doing. This is how much respect they have for what the Most High sent his son to do. The bread represent his body. The cup represent the blood that he shed for the world to be free from the bondage of sin. and these two fools acting like they getting drunk off of it. This just shows you the respect these celebrities have for the Bible. Look at this respect right here. They got a man dressed up as a woman in the movie, cross-dressing in a church. It's a lot of respect right there. You got Cat Williams acting like a whole female in the movie. His whole vibe was like a female. Then you supposedly had the only woman in the church who was all about the church. Look how she dressed, bro. Breast all out. Don't no woman of the Most High dress like that. And then when they finally got caught at the end, they talking about they forgive them. He over here talking about the Bible said forgive. You got to forgive. Yeah, the Bible did say forgive. After they did their time, they criminals, bro. They held the church up at gunpoint. You just go let them go? If that's the case, why in the hell y'all didn't forgive the man who stole from y'all? And then when these two criminals showed up in court, they got away scot-free, bro. Because they say they ain't have no witnesses. So that means all these people lie and they supposed to be church people. So the conclusion is, from my perspective, these dudes never represented crooks because they was robbing the real crooks that's in the church. But from the movie perspective, they represent real crooks. And this movie contradicts the Bible in a major way. It's full of contradiction, bro. Don't make no sense.
Family, he be having the fire theories. This another theory he broke down the movie. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was Ice Cube and Tracy Morgan. But anyway, family, let me know what y'all thought about that breakdown. Was it official or you think it was far off? I like to pick your mind on that.
I never really took the time to understand the importance of that ideal until now, until I became the victim of false allegations. And the willingness of others to believe and exploit the worst before they have had the chance to hear the truth. Because, thank you. Oh, I love you. I love you more. Because not only am I presumed to be innocent, I am innocent. And I know that the truth will be my salvation.
There's a new interview flowing around with Mike talking about the government is trying to knock him off. And I truly believe that. This is why they probably took that picture with him. Mike did not look happy standing next to Bill Clinton. He don't look like he rocked with Bubba at all. And I don't blame him. But I will have that interview for you guys on the next episode.
The FBI raided Michael Jackson's house and found 0 evidence.
What's their conviction rate?
98%.
They didn't win.
So you think the feds are gonna waste their time to go into Michael Jackson's house only to find nothing? They could have planted something. That means you had 0 evidence to go off of. If there's something to go off of to like, oh, maybe nothing. So the fact that they went into his house and found nothing, and this picture that with him and Epstein makes even more sense. Because my theory is now true. I said the second case that Michael Jackson was in.
Damn, you did say that. Go ahead.
Guess what was happening at the same time? Jeffrey Epstein's case.
Facts.
At the same time, who was a real trafficker. Deflection.
Major
So you don't think
Got you.
that meeting has any significance at all?
It absolutely does.
Because it was smoke and mirrors. Nobody knew who Jeffrey Epstein was back then.
People barely knew him 5 years ago.
But the fact that the first time Michael Jackson gets hit with a case, then we find out they're lying and they extorted him. That gets thrown out. Then years later, all of a sudden, the case comes back up again. And then Jeffrey Epstein is in court the same time.
Again.
And now we're showing that he actually knew him?
I can't.
That's an easy layup.
You can't make this shit up.
Come on. That makes even more sense.
That makes even more
really
sense.
does, though.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah. It makes even more sense now because it's all smoke and mirrors. Because if the most famous man is in court, are we paying attention to anybody else?
Right. Look over here. Look over here. That's
Just
all
saying.
that is.
Distraction.
That's crazy.
That's actually crazy. And how hard was it to get around Michael Jackson when you were around Trump already? Trump was hot around the same time that Michael was hot.
Yeah.
It's how hard is it to take a picture? Everybody wanted a picture with Mike.
Right.
How many people have pictures with Mike?
And not only that,
a lot,
but he was also doing a lot of dealing. So he probably got a call like, hey, you need to link up with this Epstein guy. He got a lot of bread.
Okay, I'll meet him.
He might invest in my thing. He's probably just a financier. He's not knowing what he's doing.
That's crazy.
Right? They know he got jets and boats and islands. He like, oh, okay, let me go see what's up. He might invest in my next album. Who knows?
Exactly.
And here's the thing. Why is Michael dead now? If he's part of all this, you think they're just gonna off somebody that's part of the program?
Well, we know why. He owned the Beatles. He owned Sony. Tommy Mottola, he told you that Tommy was the devil way back then.
Exactly.
So
devil can't have you knowing, who he is, where he is.
Yeah, he was mad that he went to Japan he went around Sony here and went and
bought it cash. $85 million cash.
Oh, they were mad at that.
He was like, you know what? Cool. I'll be right back. Goes over there.
Hold that thought.
Here you go. Yeah. Comes back. Wait, hold on. Michael Joseph.
Yeah.
What?
Watch your ass. Bought that ass. Right?
Yeah, take that.
Like,
no Diddy.
Everybody's fired. Get the fuck out.
I had to get that Michael Jackson clip again. I had to, so I could piece the puzzle all together.
Game over.
Now it's making sense to y'all? They definitely used them. I truly believe they used them. He's the hottest thing around. So when they want to use people, they're going to use them so they could take the heat off of them. So we could focus on the left instead on that right side. Or we focus on the right and leave the left side get cool. It's all an agenda for these people. They definitely playing chess. They playing chess for real. And it's diabolical.
You go in there, you blindfolded, you have no shirt on, and then you hear them singing songs, demonic songs to different demons. They blow smoke on you, they blow liquor on you to prepare you. They usher you into this room. You feel the demonic in that room. And then they start singing this song, this particular song that ushers the devil in. And then about midnight, he walks in. You can feel him walking in. The atmosphere changed, the room changed, everything changed. You can know he's there.
And when you say he came, that's Satan.
That's Satan himself. He walks in. He comes in the room. 17 warlocks came to be initiated, to sell their souls. And all of them passed out because there's just so much blood. They came up to me. They cutted me here. You see my marks. They cut me in my back. They cut my tongue. They put the cross upside down. They cut me here, upside down cross. Here, upside down cross. They cut you in the back, upside down cross. They bring a human skull. In a human skull, you have to kiss it. The blood represents the contract. The human skull represents the initiation. And then they change your name. You're no longer John Ramirez. You've been called by this name. You say your name, the devil recognizes you. And then the devil said, he's the gatekeeper of my kingdom. After that initiation, anything that I wanted in the demonic world was completely mine. There was no restriction, no fine print. And what's crazy about it, that morning I got up, I looked at the mirrors. I didn't have no light in my eyes anymore.
If someone do such a thing like that, you are marked by the beast himself. That is crazy. On your chest, your tongue, on top of your forehead and back of your head. What? I mean, what make people really want to get down with a cult like that, knowing their life is in jeopardy?
Game over.
Bruh. The devil is definitely looking for an army, but he's taking you down at the same time. So why participate in those kind of activities? I don't get people. I truly don't.
There are mermaids in Florida. Usually when I tell stories about mermaid encounters, they're usually from the Caribbean or Africa. But today I got a story submission from somebody claiming to have had a mermaid encounter in the United States, more specifically Florida. I am back with another spooky story. So we're gonna call the person who submitted this story Layla. Layla said that most people think she imagined everything. However, she says she knows what she saw. So this allegedly happened near Crystal River last summer. Layla had just lost her mom. Everyone kept telling her to go somewhere peaceful, so she decided to take a drive out to the springs late afternoon. She didn't bring anyone with her. She didn't want the company. She wanted quiet and something to numb the aching in her heart. When she got there, the water looked perfect, blue, clear, almost unreal. And the water itself looked very inviting. So she eased in very slowly. At first, everything was normal. There were regular fish in the water swimming around. Sunlight was reflecting off of the water. But Layla says the second she floated away from the steps, the water kind of changed. Not literally, but she could feel a change in the water. Layla says that's the best way she can explain it. So Layla's in the water, she's just swimming around, and she's emotional, she's crying. So she decides to put her head underwater. She says as she's underwater, tears is still falling down her face. When suddenly she starts feeling this vibration. She can't really hear that well under the water. And Layla says unlike other people's encounters, this creature wasn't singing. It was humming. It almost sounded like a hertz frequency. She said that it made her teeth ache and her legs just stopped moving. And she remembers thinking in that moment, this is strange. But the panic hadn't set in yet. Then Layla looks down and directly below her was a creature. The creature wasn't even swimming, it was just there. And Layla says that her brain took a mental screenshot of this creature because she remembers her hair was really black and long. It kind of moved in the water. Her skin was really pale, but like not sickly or anything, just really, really pale, like she's never touched sunlight before. It was something about this creature's eyes. It's as though this creature wasn't looking at her, but rather through her. She says like her body also didn't make sense. This creature was humongous and it was half fish, half woman. And Layla said, she could have been beautiful. It's like she stared at the creature for too long. So at this point, Layla feels like she's in a trance. She's in a trance, but it's like she can't help it, but she's not panicking. Layla says, well, 1 second the creature was underneath her, and the next second the creature was right in her face. She says the creature is now in her face humming. The creature reaches over and it had really long fingers and nails. Touched Layla's forehead. Layla says suddenly she wasn't in the water anymore. She was 12 again, standing in a hallway watching nurses close a curtain. Then she was 20, calling her mom's phone just for it to go to voicemail. She experienced every version of herself that ever begged to not be abandoned. Then suddenly she starts feeling this pressure in her chest. And before she knew it, Layla was back in the water. The creature then presses her hands against Layla's chest, which would be the pain that she experienced that snapped her back into the water. Layla realized that this creature wasn't attacking her. She was actually offering her somewhere to put her grief. The creature opens her mouth. She says inside her mouth was hollow. There were no teeth and it was dark. But Layla says as if this wasn't weird enough, she heard her voice without her lips actually moving. And the creature told her, "You are heavy. You can rest here. Leave it." Layla says in that moment, her arms just went numb. And Layla remembers thinking in that moment, if she stayed in the water, it wouldn't hurt anymore. And that thought terrified her even more than drowning. I know you guys hate part 2s, but I have a psych eval in 5 minutes. I gotta go. So make sure you guys leave a comment down below for part 2 if you guys want to hear about Layla's encounter and how it ended. Trust me, I really wasn't expecting this ending. And make sure you follow me for more spooky content from your favorite.
Do y'all believe Florida got mermaids? I mean, the coast of Florida be really busy with a lot of crafts, unusual lights, so it's definitely something in the water. But anyway, let me know, was that facts or cap?
To those young men that's saying fuck the streets, that I'm so proud of you, brothers. If nobody else tell you, my brother, I am proud of you. You hear me? Mac is proud of you. Some of y'all have no idea who I am, and that's cool. But just know that I'm proud, brother. As a 48-year-old man, to hear these younger brothers say, fuck the streets, you damn right I'm proud of that. And to anybody that's my age or older, that's against what them brothers are saying, man, you on the wrong side of history. That shit is over with, partner. That shit has done nothing but destroy our communities. When I was in that prison, all you saw visiting those brothers was females. That's it. Their mamas, their sisters, their girlfriends, their wives.
That movement is moving. Everybody's hopping on that movement. F these streets. We tired of it. We are tired of it. So F these streets, the movement is happening. And it's beautiful.
Why did Call of Duty immediately fire Vincent Zampella after his death? No one realized that within 12 hours of his passing, Call of Duty made 3 heartwarming decisions. Recently, Vincent Zampella, the developer behind Call of Duty, tragically passed away in a car accident on a mountain road near Los Angeles at the age of 51. However, after receiving the news, Call of Duty immediately announced his termination, sparking heated discussions. Firstly, the decision to fire Zampella was made to ensure his family could inherit his game assets and related rights. Call of Duty terminated all of his existing contracts to activate the brand protection mechanism, ensuring that his family could continue to legally receive their share of the company's estate and copyright earnings. Secondly, this arrangement would secure the future of Vincent Zampella's wife. Not only did it prevent financial difficulties for his family after his death, but it also provided long-term and stable financial support for his 3 children. Lastly, Zampella's game-related rights would automatically enter the inheritance process. Under the legal protections in the gaming industry, when a key founder passes away, business contracts and revenue distributions related to the game usually become void and then enter a complex inheritance.
This isn't just fashion. This is frequency. This is higher zone.
Something don't seem right about the creator of Call of Duty losing his life in that car accident. That man has driven that car at the same speed on that same highway in the same place thousands of times. And that just happened there? Y'all gotta remember who Vince Zampella is, who shows through his Call of Duty games how to arm yourself, how to protect yourself, and how to do what these people don't want you to do. And now he's gone. I looked at this video 1,000 times. Now to the eye, you can see what's going on. But the third eye is reading something totally different. Think about this. We just saw a video where it's proof that they said that they can hack into your car and control your car. Let me say that to you again. They said that it is possible to hack into your car and control your car. All cars are ran by computers right now. It is possible. So with knowing that, I need you to go back and watch that video again and tell me what you think. Also, I just made a video about Call of Duty, telling you about the things that were going on in that game, not even 2 weeks ago. And now this man has lost his life in a freak accident. I need you to look at this thing one more time. Look at that. What happened to him was tragic. It might be how the chips fell in life, and then it might be Call of Duty. We'll never know.
Family, this thing is fishy. A couple weeks ago, he dropped a video, but it was somebody prior to him who dropped the video, showing the symbolisms in the game. He probably was like, you know what? We're removing all this stuff. And somebody probably didn't like that. And they do control your car nowadays. Everything is computerized. Everything is computerized.
Game over.
We have to pay attention and be aware out here, family. If they could do that to his car, what they could do to the masses? That's something to think about. Seriously. But anyway, if you rock with Call of Duty, I rock with Call of Duty. Let me know what you thought about that.
We agreed before we knew we agreed, right?
Family, y'all know Unc likes to play around, but he's always kicking that knowledge. Ain't no accident. Just like the last video we just seen about the CEO. Ain't no accident. Everything has intention into it. If you don't believe it or not, that's on you. I can't tell you what to believe. The sharper you tool, the better you are. Comment down below.
Peace, family. The Matrix don't fear your money. It don't fear your job. It don't fear your mistakes. It don't fear your past. The Matrix fears your awakening. Because once you fully wake up, you stop feeding it. You stop giving your energy to gossip. You stop giving your time to distractions. You stop giving your soul to systems designed to keep you tired, quiet, and spiritually dehydrated. You see, they don't want you to ask about the fact that most people are stuck in cycles that they never agreed to. Born into debt. Born into belief systems they didn't choose. Born into patterns programmed through television, culture, tradition, and fear. They don't want you to ask why every holiday is tied to money and Roman gods. They don't want you to ask why everyone is exhausted but still showing up to a job that they can't stand. They don't want you to ask why you feel disconnected, numb, or restless deep inside. Because the moment you question the script is the moment that you break it. You see, that very moment that you step back and say, hold on, this is not my story, you start writing your own. The Matrix is terrified of the version of you that thinks for yourself. The version of you that protects your energy. The version of you that remembers your power. The version of you that realizes you are not a character. You are the creator behind the character. So family, hear me when I say you were never meant to be a slave to a routine. You were meant to be a disruptor of realms. You were never meant to be a follower in a system. You were meant to be a leader of consciousness. The Matrix fears your clarity. It fears your peace, your awareness. Because once you become aware, you stop being controlled. So today, move different. Not in rebellion, but in remembrance. You are not waking up. You are returning. Stand firm in your energy, guard your mind, question everything, walk with purpose, and remind the world, gently or loudly, that you are not here to fit in the program. You are here to rewrite it. Peace, power, and persistence to the tribe. Let's rise today. And like always, family, stay dangerous. Peace.
He was speaking high vibration. High vibration. And when I said I got the chills, I really got the chills. You have to do things with intention. You have to do things with your heart. You have to move with solitude. You have to be one of them ones. You have to be grounded, family, and question everything and keep moving forward.
And this is exactly when you know you're about to be successful. Now, if you pay close attention, you'll see that this dude is possessed by some sort of demon or something.
Energy vampire.
First off, shout out to the homie for keeping his composure. The
Facts.
facts are that when you're doing great things, it makes people uncomfortable because it reminds them about everything that they're not. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody notices average. But the major key we could get from this interaction is emotional reactions will actually ruin your performance far more than the actual disruption itself. So this right here is inevitable. And a wise man once said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So if you do have some haters, congratulations.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Haters really let you know you on the right path. If they ain't got nothing to complain about, you not doing nothing at all. But if they complaining, they hating, you gotta keep going. Like DJ Khaled said, keep going. Keep going. But anyway, family, protect your energy at all times.
My friend, listen. If you're telling me the people that don't like you are now double tapping your videos, watching your stories from their burner pages, I think your table's ready. Glory be unto the Lord. I think your table's ready. God said he will prepare your table in the presence of your enemy. And if you're telling me the ones that don't like you are texting and calling that cellular device of yours, lick the plate. Glory be unto the Lord. When you get that plate and you finish it, don't scrape it, lick it. And look them in their eyes when you do it, my friend.
I have the biggest lips in the world. My body is the most expensive thing I own. I first got those fillers when I was like 19 years old, and I started with 0.5 cc, I think. Right now I get lip fillers around, sometimes even every week. Mostly it's between 2 or 4 weeks. I always travel from Mallorca to Frankfurt to my expert for that. I go down to regular because I want to
damn
be really
blowfish.
big. I want to get it really extreme. I get it really pumped up. And so I always ask her when my lips are ready for getting filled in. And if she says like, now you can go bigger, then I go there. I love about having big lips that it really affects my daily life and the attention I get. And having big lips totally affects how I talk of girls, but also how I drink or eat or also breath. So it's sometimes even hard to breathe when I'm going for a run or so. I don't think that it's dangerous to get it done so regularly, but even if it wouldn't stop me because I want to go out.
Family, that's an NPC. You pay all that money to look like a blowfish? Diabolical, super diabolical, insane. Comment down below.
Is because everything is about to tilt.
everything's about to change. I don't often say this, but you should be looking for major things happening on many fronts on this planet in the next 6 months to 24 months. And humans that know how to make contact with these civilizations will be the points of coherence for bridging over to a new.
Again, family, I told y'all that a couple videos back. We probably got 6 months till we see big changes, and I said I felt it. He just came out with this video. Let's pay attention and be aware, family.
Mark my words, the world is about to change forever. Governments worldwide will collapse. This is not a guess. This is not a prediction. This is a fact. For generations, they've held power, and for generations, they've failed humanity. Every year, your life gets harder, not better. Every law they pass, every crisis they create, another chain around your neck. They are puppets, controlled by the elites, reading scripts, playing their roles. And you, the people, were programmed to obey without question. Wake up. They divided you with war. They divided you with racism. They divided you with hate. They made you forget your true power, but not for long, because the army of God is rising. We're not here to ask permission. We're not here to play their games. We're here to tear the veil and reveal the truth. Their empire will crumble, their lives will collapse, and God's force will sweep the earth. This is the hour. This is the moment.
All my pure-hearted people, drop a heart down in the comments if you believe that change is coming. The system is collapsing.
Have you ever wondered who's really watching you? Not just your phone or your apps, but something deeper. This isn't some conspiracy theory. This is Palantir, one of the most powerful tech companies you've probably never heard of. And you should be concerned. Palantir Technologies was founded by Peter Thiel, the same guy who helped create PayPal and invested early in Facebook. But Palantir doesn't care about your likes or selfies. It builds advanced data software for governments, law enforcement, and intelligence agencies. Think of it as the brain behind the surveillance state, analysing massive amounts of data to track people, spot patterns, and even predict behaviour. Palantir's tools are used by the CIA, the FBI, ICE, the Pentagon, and even foreign governments. They've helped track terrorists overseas and catch criminals here at home. Sounds useful. But there's a dark side. That same technology has been used to monitor civilians, track immigrants, and influence government operations without public oversight. Imagine a system that can pull your financial records, medical history, social media, and even location data, and compile it into one massive profile. Yours. The scariest part? You won't even know it's happening. Palantir doesn't sell to the public. Their clients are governments. There's almost no transparency. During the Trump administration, they worked with ICE to aid in deportations. More recently, they've moved into healthcare, handling COVID tracking, and even managing hospital data. So now we're talking about a private tech company holding military contracts, immigration data, and sensitive health information. All at once. That's not science fiction. That's now. Palantir is quietly building the infrastructure for algorithmic governance, where decisions about your freedom, your finances, even your future could be driven by models and machines instead of people.
Family, be prepared. Be really prepared. Cause we ain't going for it. But they're gonna implement this thing. It's already here. And you got Black Sky, which is Elon Musk and everybody else who used to work for PayPal. Elon Musk and a whole bunch of other billionaires. And they all billionaires right now. All of them. It's pretty wild.
So it turns out that Chobani has a massive lawsuit going on right now because they say that it's all natural. Which it says here, all these Chobani, they have only natural ingredients. That is a lie. Now what they found is 4 types of phthalates which cause heart and lung problems, neurological and development issues, and a multitude of other health issues. So you think you're eating something healthy and it's causing a lot more damage. So if you guys have that in your fridge, I would suggest to throw that out and
Looks like there's a massive lawsuit coming about, so to be a part of that, I would jump in that. Stay safe.
Family, once again, they have striked. They have done a thing again. They telling you eating healthy? Yeah, it's healthy, Chobani, it's yogurt. But they got things in it that'll cause more problems. Diabolical, super diabolical, insane. You can't even have a little yogurt. You can't even have a little probiotics in your stomach. You want probiotics? Okay, we're gonna cause you some more effects. That is crazy, family. Yogurt? This how low these people will stoop. But you know what? It's our fault because we keep letting it happen. We won't stand on no kind of business. We act like sheeps and we keep letting it happen.
Do you ever wonder why like there's a naughty and nice list for Santa Claus? Baghdad.
To make kids, it's like a, what do you call it, propaganda to make kids like
nicer and behave better. Right? Bro, check this out. I didn't even know this is a thing. You know, out in, I'm pretty sure like Northern Asia and I think some areas near like Siberia and all of that, they have tradition where they have, instead of Santa Claus, it's
it is
Sinterklaas. Yeah, his name is Sinterklaas.
But that's the bad one, right?
No, he's with Krampus, and Krampus is supposed to be like a winter demon, but he ends up going like with a Krampus and going to like children to see if they're naughty or nice, and sending Krampus to go ahead and like beat them up. Like he would go around, literally looks like Santa Claus, has like a priest hat, dressed in red, long white beard, walks up to the kids and goes, naughty or nice, and then sends Krampus if they're naughty and like beat them up.
Damn.
Now that whole thing of like Santa Claus, it gets dark because in I think like the 1600s, there's actually a play. So the play is called Robin Goodfellow. Now, Robin Goodfellow, it's the main character is a half man, half goat. And the name Robin is actually a medieval term for devil.
Robin?
Yeah, check this out. But this is where it gets crazy. This is what ties into Santa Claus. His signature laugh is
ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah.
So ho ho, that's where they got Santa Claus's laugh from.
Oh,
and that's where they got the naughty and nice list from.
So it is.
Trumpus is a whole demon, if you ask me. And this is what we taking in? Trumpus? Come on, man, miss me with that. Let me know what y'all thought about that.
If I ask you right now, is this video AI, what would you say?
No. The title's right. He's 25 Cent.
25 Cent.
Zone. Yeah. I don't say too much. My presence does the opposite. Diabolical. They don't really see me clear, that's impossible. Diabolical. Or loud even when I'm inaudible. Diabolical. I don't need approval, I'm unstoppable. I don't compete, I define a pace. Same face, new level, high space. They talk big, but they vibrate low. I just watch how the universe make room when I go. I've been solid, I've been true. I don't rush what's already due. If I speak, it's intentional. If I move, it's monumental. They want noise, I want results. Pressure testing, never fall. If it's not a line, I dissolve. Higher zone, yeah, that's love. Yeah, I've been moving with certainty, yeah. They can feel the author.
Got nothing else to do. Damn NPCs. Look at that. Look at that. From older people to the tweakers to the young people, they are NPCs out in New York. It's a big server. And somebody's controlling them with a controller.
Game over.
The kind of things they doing in New York is super diabolical. Insane. Family, you know how we vibe out when he bring out the clarinet. You know he's gonna vibrate the highest. Fire. At the highest zone, we do it a little bit different. We're a different kind of channel. We speak on perspectives on here. I definitely give my perspective on every video that deserve a perspective. I understand some people don't like that. This might not be the channel for you. But I appreciate it when you do stop by and watch. No hate, all love over here. But like I said, we give perspective on every video. We here to learn from each other. If I'm wrong, then y'all correct me. I have no problem with that, not at all. But if you're looking for a channel that just play videos and you might fall asleep, you can definitely find a channel you could do that to. But at the higher zone, we're gonna vibrate high, baby. We're gonna vibrate high. We're gonna have some of the most dopest videos, and we're gonna have some beats in the background. There's times I switch up the beats every video, but I've been testing some things out. But I appreciate every last one of you, man. But anyway, family, we have finally reached the end of the video. You are goated. You are definitely goated. You are one of them ones. You are legendary. You are love. I love you guys like cook food, man. You guys stand on business. And I love you guys for that, man. Y'all energy is always on point, and I like that. I really, truly appreciate you guys, man. From the bottom of my heart, baby. So keep vibrating high, Zone family. And if you new here, you're not tapped in with the family yet, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You can rock out with me and the family. It's a beautiful family, positive people. I'm not looking for views, I'm looking for loyal members. Members who's willing to learn something, hear perspective. My perspective, then I hear y'all perspective. This is what this channel is about. I ain't got time to be acting hard or acting like I'm streets. No, it's fuck these streets right now. We want to raise our vibration, and excuse my French. We want to raise our vibration out here. You see what's happening to these babies outside? Y'all call them YNs and all that. Which is a bad energy for these kings. These kids are kings. We need to get them back to being kings. And this is what the High Zone is about. Preaching positivity, uplifting people. Yeah, we're gonna watch a few fights here and there. Like I said, there's always a message in these fights. But I love you guys, man. And I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that hype button and that like button and share the video for more people that's like-minded like you can see these videos. I appreciate you guys, man. With that being said, stay hydrated, stay motivated, remove negative people from around your circle. Protect your energy from these energy vampires. Always vibrate the highest. Love thy neighbor, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, Zone family.
Zone.